The Urim were little more than savage animals when the giants first appeared from the sky. An expedition of about 30 or so of them arrived to research the Urim homeworld, known as Gorim. Naturally, the Urim were afraid of them at first. Even the mightiest Urim warrior was like a child before the giants, and it took 5 Urim to match even one of them in terms of physical strength. However, the giants seemed to be peaceful, as they did not harm the Urim in any way. Quite the opposite, as a matter of fact. The giants would dispose of any predator threatening Urim in his vicinity with fire and thunder. Naturally, it didn't take long for the Urim to start flocking around the giants. At first, the giants treated the Urim like pets, but eventually they recognized their intelligence and started to think of them as part of their own race. Over the years, they slowly taught the Urim how to speak and read their language, as well as how to use tools and domesticate animals. This outside assistance meant Urim culture and technology advanced by centuries in a few decades, as the giants proved to be incredibly efficient tutors and the Urim excellent students. As the years passed, the relationship between the two races strengthened, with the giants coming to refer to the Urim as their little brothers and sisters. The Urim reciprocated this by referring to the giants as their big brothers, though in a more literal way, as their interpretation of the phrase was more in line with giant kinsmen. This happy coexistence was not to last forever, though. The giant researchers, who decided to stay behind on Gorim with the Urim, instead of returning to their own world, were not numerous enough to establish a permanent colony. Their numbers slowly dwindled over the years, until there was just a single aged giant left. Obviously, the Urim were upset about the inevitable loss of their big brothers, but the giant reassured them that they would meet again in a place he referred to as the other side. The Urim had never truly adopted the giants' religious beliefs, instead developing a cult centered around the giants who seemed divine to them. This meant the concept of an afterlife was lost on them, and the meaning of the giants' words were lost on the Urim. As this outcome was inevitable, the giants had prepared for it by recording what knowledge they had for the Urim. Along with the staggering amount of data they left behind, the giants also left a message. This message became an obsession of the Urim, and would be the driving force behind their culture for the centuries to come. Nearly 3 centuries later, a ship of unknown origin entered the territory of the race known as humans. It was of unmistakably human design, yet there was something off about it. Emblazoned on the side of the vessel were the words, "Other Side." Several attempts at communication with the vessel were made, all seemingly ineffectual. When it seemed all means of contact had been attempted, the unknown vessel sent out a signal in Morse code. The message the surprised humans received was in plain English, and read, "Hello, big brothers. It is good to see you again."